Babygirl is a film starring Nicole Kidman, who is a successful CEO of a company in her would-be 50s, who's married to a theatre director played by Antonio Banderas. And she loves him very much, and she loves their children very much, and they have an ostensibly happy marriage, but she is not sexually satisfied in their relationship.
Dun dun dun.
And she, and that becomes very apparent very early on, in not suitable for children ways. But that she meets a young intern at her company who manages to somehow by accident catch her eye by calming down a dog that is running loose and has got away from its owner, and she becomes quite impressed with him at complete chance. She then finds herself working with him and falling into a relationship with him where she is the submissive party and he is the I suppose the dominant member of this relationship. And the film watches their relationship, the risks she takes, what it means for her relationship with her husband. It's billed as being something terribly erotic and, groundbreaking, which it isn't. It's a very well constructed, well acted film about a woman who's trying to work out who she is, and that's a good thing. Let's say it's a good film about somebody exploring their own life. I think it has a reputation, as being given a reputation for being more
salacious than he actually
salacious.
is.
Yes, is the word.
A bit like Challenges.
It's not actually a wildly. I did not find it a particularly wildly salacious film. There were young people in the cinema, says she in her mid-40s, who were tittering at it, which was a little bit bizarre because it's like, this is not, I don't know if you thought you were going to see 50 Shades of Grey. That is not what you were going to see. This is a more clever film about
hopefully
people.
it's better than that, because even that
I
was
mean,
like watching paint.
that is a
That was like
very
watching
low
paint
bar.
dry.
There is little that is not better than 50 Shades of Grey. Well, I will give it the edge over Monsternado. That's close.
Oh god. Yeah, the camera was in focus.
Exactly. It was not filmed on a phone. So it's a good film. I would absolutely recommend watching it. I don't think it's not as change the worldy as people seem to think it is, but I'd say it's a high 3 at a push of 4. Not going to change the world, but do give it a watch if you have time and you want to, watch something very well constructed and well shot about somebody kind of coming to terms with who they are and taking, and risking things in order to unpick their own personality. Is watchable.
Okay, this is another one of those tropes that I have issues with. But it's like, whenever they have a film where they're like, a woman tries to find out who she is, and that's just shorthand. That's Hollywood shorthand for she has a whole bunch of sex with somebody who's probably inappropriate. And that's apparently
the interesting thing is not nearly as much sex as you would think.
Yeah, but
that's
essentially
what makes it more interesting, because I think it's been billed as Nicole Kidman has lots of sex. It is not Nicole Kidman has a lot of sex.
Yeah, but it is a trope that they go, woman's unfulfilled in her life, therefore the only way she can deal with this is have an affair. That especially if it's a married woman.
It's much, and that's what lets it down, because actually it's a more clever film than that. But the Hollywood trope is exactly that. So if ever a film, falls within that space vaguely, it's going to be caught under that, the banner of that trope, rather than being allowed to be a film in its own right. And I
Yeah,
think it
fair enough.
probably loses out as a result of that. And it may deserve to be thought of better than I did think of it.
Mm.
Because I wasn't as blown away by it that this is Oscar worthy, this is going to change the world. I was like, is it?
Okay. All right, cool. In that case, I think we'll leave Maria until next week. We'll leave Maria until next week. We'll see. Maybe finally Maria will get her day. But 3 or maybe 4 stars for Babygirl. Go watch it. And okay, essentially that. Essentially, I have this whole thing where I know I have prejudices. I have prejudices, especially when it comes to film, and I like watching things that challenge or at least eradicate or circumvent my prejudices. And
Yeah.
so I'm gonna watch this. Hopefully, that this will get rid of that because that trope is something that really, really annoys me. It
It's an
really,
interesting film. I
really
think you'll
annoys me.
find it interesting, and I would look forward to hearing what you make of it.